Thank you for sharing your Monday morning with me. We're going to keep on moving. Don't stop. It's time for the AfroEconomics update and some year-end money moves indeed. It is November 5th, 2018. We have a AfroEconomics member that is celebrating her birthday today. Hey, Miss Jackson, happy birthday. Don't ever say I didn't remember, because I did. Rosalind Jackson is all about the birthday. We really all should be that way because we only get one of them a year. Happy birthday to our member, Rosalind Jackson. November 5th, 2018. We're looking at last week. The Department of Labor's latest employment report said that payrolls expanded by 250,000 new jobs in October, with wages improving up over 3% year over year. Indeed, household spending is up a little bit. That means we're going into the holidays and people feeling good about their pocket. 0.4% advance in personal spending in September. Oh, let's see what's up with Wall Street. Last week saw all three major U.S. equity benchmarks add value. A 2.36% weekly gain left the Dow Jones Industrial Average over 25,000 when Friday's trading day closed down. The NASDAQ Composite rose even more. Yup, over 2%, 2.65% in 5 days. So, and the Dow was 2.3, the NASDAQ 2.65 in 5 days to wrap up the week at over 7,300. Not to be overdone, the S&P 500 advanced 2.42. Still really doing it. We're doing it. May it continue to happen this week. And then at Friday's closing bell for the S&P 500, it was at over 2,700. So thanks to these performances last week, the big three, they turned positive gain again for the year. Let's look at the year numbers. According to the WSJ.com, you can get this number, WallStreetJournal.com. You can get these numbers. The Dow Jones year-to-date, 2.23 year-to-date return. The NASDAQ, 6.5. That means up over 6.5%, 6.5% increase in the NASDAQ index. And the S&P 500, 1.85 year-to-date, looking at positive numbers. And the Dow Jones 10-year average over 17%, still standing strong. Look at those long-term numbers. NASDAQ 10-year average over 32%. S&P 10-year average 18.81, 18.18. Whoa. Okay, let's look at these things I want you to think about. Health insurance open enrollment. It's going to end in December. Don't wait till the last minute. If you have questions, you need to talk to your financial advisor. You need to schedule a complimentary consultation with me. Talk to someone. I am licensed in all insurance products. So if I can help you, let me know. Not about the sales, but about the empowerment. It's about helping you maximize the advantages, what you have at work. As a AfroEconomics member, we talk about those things. It's not about buying a different health insurance. It's about, as a registered investment advisory firm, I want to help you with what you got, maximize what you got. And most importantly, I don't want you to miss the open enrollment season. If not me, talk to someone. Hopefully you have a financial advisor in your Rolodex. If not, get one. If not, call me, 1-844-JB-Bryan. And then ask yourself these key questions. What has changed for you in 2018? Did you start a new job? Did you change jobs? Did you retire? Did you have a child? What are these changes that you need to make sure that you realize how those changes are going to impact you for 2018 and as we go into 2019? And even if 2018, you had big income at the beginning of the year and lost your job during the year, and you want to know what the impact of these changes are going to have on your taxes, well, you need to just ask yourself what has changed in 2018 so that you can plan properly for 2019. Do you understand about your losses and your gains? It's called tax loss harvesting. Tax loss harvesting. Do you understand the art of taking your capital losses to offset your short-term capital gains, and how your capital gains are impacted by your tax bracket for your income determines what you pay as a percentage in capital gains for your gains. But understanding the use of your losses for your gains and how they all come together with your taxable income. Let's talk about those things. If you think that you have some gains that are going to be taxable this year, then let's look at how you plan for that. The year is not over yet. What do you need to do to enhance your tax position? Plan accordingly. When you do your tax return next year, it's too late to try to make sure you do the right thing this year. Now is the time to do what you have to do for 2018 to protect yourself from unnecessary taxes. Tax planning, tax loss harvesting, getting an understanding. Do you want to itemize your deductions? Do you have enough deductions to itemize? Because the standard deduction for 2018 has ballooned to $12,000 for single filers and $24,000 for joint filers because of this new Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. So if you think you might be better for you to itemize, now is a good time to get all your receipts and assorted paperwork together. See what many of the miscellaneous deductions have disappeared. Some key deductions are still around, like state and local tax deduction, but it's now capped at $10,000. These are the things to talk with your tax preparer or to talk to your financial advisor about. These things, if you get a good understanding of itemizing your deductions versus standard deductions, those are the things that I talk with the AfroEconomics members about. Don't sit on the advantages of membership. I reviewed the tax returns. I had a member who was saying that she's a member, but her spouse is not. And, I was telling, and she was saying her spouse really didn't want to do the tax planning and reviewing the tax returns and things. And I, was pointing out to her that you're doing yourself, he's doing the family a disservice by not fully committing to looking at what's going on the tax returns. We have to address those things so that we increase our confidence in taxes. Now we're doing the AfroEconomics update, and I'm talking now about some key things for 2018, that these are year-end things to do. It's not too late to increase your contributions to your TSP, your 401k, your 403b, whatever you have. If you're thinking about establishing a Roth IRA or a Roth, or do they have a Roth 401k at work? If you need to get a better understanding about that, talk to someone now. Don't hesitate to call me at 1-844-JB-Bryan and schedule a year-end conversation. It will help you. And you get into these plans now instead of, let's say, well, you can set up an IRA before you do your tax return next year. That already puts you at a disadvantage because you missed all of this year in taking advantage of putting money away for this year. So if you're putting money away for this year, next year, you're cutting into next year. Depending on how much money. You got a lot of money, it doesn't matter as much to you, I guess. But planning is always better. Planning is always better. Always better. And then I want you to really think about the different, if you've had a child, how your taxes are going to be impacted by having a new child, and doing tax planning with anything that has changed for you this year. Check on your withholdings, look at the W-4 form that is filled out through your employer, the Government Accountability Office projects that 21% of taxpayers are withholding less than they should. Less. That means that you have set it up at work incorrectly. You're taking back too much money. Now you're getting you paid too much money. You're withholding too little so that you don't have that tax bill. So we need to, make sure that you plan for that. Don't just, if I put that down, then my check will be smaller. Yeah, but if you put down the correct amount on your W-4, the correct things on your W-4, your check may be smaller, but you're not going to have to come up with that lump sum of money at the end of the year. Tax planning. So it's never too late. You're like, the year's almost over. It's too late now. Nope, it's never too late. It can still save you a lot of money to correct your withholdings. So do all of these things before this year ends. Talk to a financial or tax advisor. Talk to someone about this. Don't wait till March. Don't wait till February. Little year-end moves like this can help you improve your short-term and long-term financial situations. No joke. Taking the time to do the right thing always can pay off. So thank you so much. That is your AfroEconomics update for this week. Whenever I am not on to television on that Monday morning, I'm making a commitment to you that I will do my update live for you on those Monday mornings. But next week, I'll be back at CBS Channel 6 on the Virginia This Morning show, and then a couple weeks and in December. But I'll do this as much as I can. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity to share this information. Use it for your empowerment. Share it with your friends. Share the knowledge. Have a wonderful week. Be empowered.